Oh boy. I hate being right. I truly do. Hey guys, Vex Viewer here, and as I predicted in my Volume 8 Chapter 1 review, the writers are making Ironwood a full-on villain. Just look at this damn shot. Look at it. Look at it. He might as well be wearing a dark hood. They thought they made him a villain at the end of Volume 7, but failed miserably. They accidentally made him compelling.
I felt like Ironwood could have gone either way, because we saw at the end of that fight with Watts, he's the big hero of that scene. Like, we worked really hard this season to make this whole progression of Ironwood's descent into villainy, like, subtle, make it make sense, and yeah.
You know, it's interesting that they're making him a major villain now, considering this is the volume they decided to push their big bad to the forefront. Using Salem to set up Ironwood's ultimatum is, really strange. I'll be doing a video on Salem at the end of this volume, don't you worry. For now, let's just focus on James, the man who was the best character in the show. The man who was the focal point of Volume 7. The man who hasn't done much of anything through the first half of this volume. The man who is now just a crazy cartoon villain.
Are you that scared of what
They're trying to save Mantle. I know how much Mantle means to you, so I'm going to give you a choice. Help me save as much of Atlas as I can, and Mantle will be left to fend for itself. Or, you can all watch as I destroy it. You have 1 hour to respond.
Make a decision. Either Mantle dies, or Mantle dies. Your choice. You know, I'd have more respect for him if he just blew up Mantle without warning. At least that would have been funny. Guys, explain to me why at this point he won't allow Mantle to evacuate. Oscar magically destroyed all the Grimm in the area. I mean, you're giving them an hour, so time isn't that precious. The ships are already in the air. Just let them transport the people. He's not thinking. Is he just dumb now? If RWBY had half a brain, she'd call him and say, Penny's hiding in Mantle. Now go ahead and blow it up. I dare you. Plan failed. It's so easy to counter this bullshit ultimatum. It's comical.
Bring me Ark, Ren, and Xiaolong. I had Crow in my hands, and I didn't do what needed to be done.
I'm ashamed I didn't think of it earlier. Leveraging the lives of her friends? It's the only way to make Penny listen to reason.
I like how the writers think that Ironwood acknowledging he's slow makes this better. Well, to be honest, it does, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. He had Crow in custody and not once did he think to use him as leverage. That awful semblance of his should have given him clarity. What's his semblance, you ask? Well, get a load of this. According to Wiki, Ironwood's semblance metal strengthens his resolve, which allows him to carry through with his decisions, helping him hyper-focus. Oh, that's right. His semblance is a glorified character trait. This just might be the laziest thing these showrunners have ever done. He did this.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Without the help of his semblance. So what is the point? It's just unnecessary bullshit. Ah! Now, I'm sure some of you are in the comments typing, when did they mention his semblance in the show? Well, guess what? They didn't.
Does Ironwood and or Watts have a semblance? If so, what is it?
So Watts does not have a semblance.
Eddie, do you want to talk about the next one?
Yeah, so Ironwood does have a semblance. It's like in the show, it's in like little bits. You can kind of see it. It's more of like a passive semblance that runs in the background. I believe we called it metal. And so the whole thing is just this kind of like iron resolve / will that like kind of powers him to like almost like a very stubbornly narrow set focus like mindset on things to kind of like push himself to do what he's decided he's going to do. And
it kind of helps him like hyper focus.
And people think I'm too hard on this show. You have to watch a fucking Zoom panel to know what these characters' semblances are. There is no excuse for this crap. I don't want to hear it. If you see no problem with this, you're a shill. Geez, only RWBY can make the best character in the show annoying in less than a volume. Ironwood will most likely die this volume, but before that, he'll slap or shoot Winter to further cement his turn to the dark side. It's all so predictable. Okay guys, I'm done. What are your thoughts on Ironwood's awful descent into villainy? My god. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.